My name is Pete. I'm one of the co-founders at Get Practice Growth. We're a full-service digital marketing agency that focuses on the power of video in marketing and how we can use video to enhance the overall online patient experience. So here's a little bio. I won't bore you guys with that. But here's the list of ingredients that are needed from a digital marketing aspect to increase your new patient flow. And like I said earlier, we're going to focus on the secret ingredient, which is video. So the next evolution of dental marketing has arrived. The stats around video are undeniably good. As you can see, 78% of people watch videos online each week, with 55% of them watching daily. By 2021, Cisco predicts that all internet traffic, or 81% of all internet traffic, will be video streaming. That's a pretty big number. 81% of businesses plan to add video in the next year. So that's something that you really want to keep in mind, because your competitors are going to start adding video. And if you want to connect with your audience and stay up to date with what everyone's doing, video is definitely the way of the future. I think the biggest stat up there that stands out to me, though, is 95% of a message is retained when watched on video. And I think that's pretty obvious. When we're consuming content ourselves, are you stopping while you're scrolling for text, or are you stopping for a video? And when you watch that video, are you actually learning something or retaining information? Maybe it's making you feel a certain way. That's the effect that video has on people as they are consuming your content. So this is the types of videos that people want to see. And I've made I actually didn't show up here on the slide very well, but 3 of those are supposed to be bold. And those are the ones that I feel apply most to medical practices. And that is the first one, which is explainer videos. An example of this I'll show in a second, but this would be talking about a service that you offer, why someone might need it. Does their insurance cover this? How long does the procedure take? What is the time for healing? Entertaining viral videos. Now these ones are a little bit harder to create. I'm not going to expect you guys out here to become viral stars, but they do work. We have a client of ours that you guys may have heard of, the Dancing Dentist. He had over 3 million views on a video that he did, and he actually had people coming from other countries to stalk him. And by stalking him, I mean coming into his office for procedures, but they didn't really need the procedures. They were just fangirls. 14% are product demo videos. That really wouldn't apply much in medical or dentistry when you're actually serving patients. It would be more so for a company like ours demonstrating a product. Video blogs. This one definitely applies to medical and dental. Instead of just creating a regular blog, create a blog that also has a video on it. Craft the text content around the video content in your blog. Again, video content is the preferred method of content consumption for consumers across the board. So you want to make sure that any type of content you're putting out, you're also putting out in a video format. Interactive videos, this is something that you're going to see a lot more of, but when you're watching a video, you can, say you're shopping for new clothes and there's a video of someone, and if you click a button, it changes what they're wearing, and then you can buy now directly from the video. There's not really many applications for that yet in dental or medical, but there will be in the future. Software demos, again, just recording a demo and sitting it, in a deck wouldn't really apply here. So here is an explainer style video. I think if I click next, can you play that video from back there? You just click the black box. It should. Well, maybe not. Well, we will go to the next one. Viral video, can you click that one and play it? Or none of these letting you click? Okay. So we'll skip to the next one for this. So here's an example of a video blog. Now this is just a GIF kind of demonstrating what the page might look like when you're surfing the internet and a patient lands on your page. This blog itself was about dental implants. So in the blog, you want to have custom content. Now that's something that I do want to stress, how important custom content is. Video content is really easy to create custom, because if you're on video, you've most likely never created that video before. Either way, it's going to be a little bit different than the video prior. When it comes to text, a lot of marketing companies out there will recycle content throughout all of their member base. So when you're trying to establish yourself as a subject matter expert in the eyes of Google, and they see that your article on dental implants is the same as 2,000 other people on the internet, that doesn't say much to them, nor does it say much to your patients. You know, if they see that when they search something, you have the same exact article as someone down the street, to them, it's like, what is the difference between this doctor and that doctor? And then they might just choose someone at random. It's all about building yourself up as the subject matter expert and showing your patients all the different things you can do to enhance their life. One thing that's important to note is the size of videos and what types of videos you should have on each platform. As many of you know, you've heard of TikTok. It's the vertical scrolling nowadays. Even on Instagram, you want to have a vertical style video. So if you see on the left, we have Facebook. Facebook, there's more room to have different sized videos. It's not as important to have a vertical style video. You can have a rectangle video. You can even have a square video. On Instagram, you absolutely want to have it vertical. It's really easy to do these days. You just take out your phone and record a video in vertical mode, and that's what it's going to look like. You can do it on professional cameras as well, but typically all you need is your phone in your pocket because, I mean, those new iPhones have 4K cameras on them. And then YouTube on the right, that's standard video player size, 1920 by 1080. Basically, anytime you shoot in landscape mode, it's going to come out that way. So now that we've kind of gone over video and how it applies, I want to talk about how it applies directly to the different facets of your digital marketing. So first, let's talk about where video should live on your website. One of the biggest, most valuable places on your website is what we call the header or the hero image. And a lot of times people will also refer to this as above the fold. That means when you visit a page, before you actually scroll down, whatever is visible on that screen is called above the fold. Typically, it's referred to in the hero section when you're talking to a digital marketer. But instead of having a static image or an image that is, scrolling and showing you a couple different types of images, having a video header on your website is going to allow you to immediately catch your patient's attention. When they come on and they see something moving, that's going to speak a lot more than just a picture of some smiling person who you can't really tell what ethnicity they are, because as marketers, we want to use people that could be any race or any color. So it's important when you have this video, it actually shows who you are as a practice and what you're all about. You can have videos of you shaking patients' hands, them coming in, talking to your staff, you actually working on a patient, mix in a picture or a video of someone's smile after you've done treatment. Lots of different things you can do here. And again, it's all about you, telling an authentic story and showing your patients, this is what I'm about, this is what we do, we'd love for you to come in. Testimonials. We like to call them trustimonials, but either way, this is one of the most valuable types of videos that you can have. We all know how important online reviews are. Having online reviews are just one piece of the equation. Online reviews is actually more of a technical part of SEO. A lot of SEO companies don't like to admit this, but online reviews count for upwards of 30% of where you rank in the local map pack. So those first couple listings that you see that are usually shown to you based upon your location. Now, when it comes to actual video testimonials, we've seen across the board that About Us and the testimonials or reviews page is the highest viewed pages on our clients' websites by far. And what that says to us is, while these patients care about, what type of work you can do and the types of procedures that you offer and learning about these procedures, when it comes down to it, they don't really know what's going on when they come in. They're relying on you to show them the way and give them an easy solution that is sometimes affordable, sometimes not. Testimonials is going to help quell any fears that that patient has. Maybe there is a lady who has her daughter's graduation coming up. She hasn't been able to smile for years. She sees a video online of someone else going through that experience and seeing themselves on the other end and seeing that smile for the first time. That might give her the confidence that she needs to go ahead and get it done. Maybe it's something to do with price, which a lot of times it is. You can have different mechanisms in place to where maybe you offer in-house financing. Why not talk about that on a video? Show them how easy it is to get them qualified or to give them interest-free financing, whatever you do within your practice. Very important. And oops, I clicked the button. Service procedure page videos. Now again, this is the explainer style video. This is where you can talk about all different facets of your practice and all the services that you offer. A really good way to figure out which services to talk about that'll have the most impact on your SEO is get with your marketing company and ask them to figure out which keywords and key phrases have the most volume in your area. If you've noticed that one keyword or phrase has a ton of volume in your area, create a video talking about that. Do a Google search. Look what people are doing in your town. One of the things that marketers may not talk about very much, but it's a lot of copycat and mimicry. One of the things that I do when writing blogs for my company is I will go and search for, best dental marketing websites out there. I'll see which blogs rank the best, and then I will go and rewrite that blog as my own blog, post it. It's already getting traffic from that blog. I'm going to start getting traffic to mine because I worded it better. I added video. You can always enhance something, and that's why a lot of you probably get hit up by marketing companies saying, oh, this is broken on your website. You need to do this. If you did this, you'll get 100 more patients. You can always improve. That's the beauty of marketing. It's always changing, and video marketing is evolving at probably the quickest rate I've seen since I've been in digital marketing. That's been about 10 years. I was around when doctors didn't believe in SEO or believe in websites. They all thought it was a scam. Some companies may try to scam you, but for the most part, marketing is not the silver bullet, and that's what people need to understand. We're here to enhance what you already have, and the best way to enhance what you already have and show people is through video. So here's an example of a video header. Again, as you can see, instead of having a static image, we've taken footage from some of the content that we captured and sliced it together into like a 30-second video that plays on loop. Now this is really only intended for your website header. Facebook also allows video headers, so that's another good place to put it. As the video grows, you'll start to see lots of different online channels and directory listings allowing for more video. In fact, Google Reviews is actually testing out the ability to leave video reviews instead of leaving just a text review. That's going to change a lot of things. Excited to see when that comes out. They're just beta testing it at this point, so you might see it in some areas. Does this example work? Were we able to get the video figured out? Oh. All right. I can show you guys the videos later. I can send this deck to anyone that's interested in taking a look at it as well, and it'll work in there. So again, why are patient testimonials important? They appeal to emotion. One thing that's very big to point out is how easy video is to share. And in fact, 92% people report of sharing a video at one point or time. That means when someone sees video, you want to send it to your friends, to your families, to your colleagues, to your team members, whatever it might be. Maybe it's a funny video and you want to send it in a group chat with all your friends. Maybe it's a video that's going to help your team members learn something that's going to help benefit the practice. Video is easy to share and people like watching it. Now we're going to talk about video and how it applies to SEO, or as we call it, video SEO. Video SEO is a way of getting your videos to rank independently on the search engines. YouTube is owned by Google. YouTube is the second biggest search engine out there. Obviously, Google likes to give artificial value to their own suite of services, so it's important to remember that and to play by the rules that Google sets forth. So once we get the video on your site, we're going to do some stuff on the back end by adding different code that Google's actually going to display video results in the form of rich snippets or snippets on the search engine results. So as you see the business listing on the side, if you scroll down, there's actually testimonial videos that are popping up. The 9th or 10th listing down is talking about child health decay. So again, the services that are most important for you want to create those videos around, because people like to do procedure type searches, and when they do and they watch a video, they're much more likely to request more information, go to your website, whatever it may be. So here I want to talk about how we can use video to educate your patients and debunk a common myth that video isn't for everyone. Video is for everyone. Just the other day, I actually called my dad, and he's about 70 years old, and he just moved to North Carolina, and he decided to pick up woodworking. And he's like, oh, Pete, I'm out in my garage making a chair. And I'm like, all right, Dad, whatever floats your boat, have fun. He's like, yeah, I'm watching these YouTube videos, and it's great. And I'm like, Dad, since when are you watching YouTube videos, and since when are you creating chairs? He's like, I don't know, I'm retired now, so I figured I'd just pick something up. But he's getting his information from YouTube. It's important to realize that explainer videos, again, are the most type of consumed video. When you can explain how to do something or explain how something works, that's what people want. They want to learn educated decisions based upon what they learned. We kind of already went over this in a couple of the other slides, but again, social video generates 12 times more shares than text and image combined. Again, it shows how much people want to share video. Video posts on Facebook have 135% greater organic reach than photo spots. There's also some rumors that Facebook might try to go to video only in the next year or two, to where you won't even be allowed to post anything but video content. And what that's signaling is that these tech giants realize how video is our preferred method of communicating with people. I mean, think about what's happened during COVID. How many of you have been on a Zoom meeting during COVID? Let me see you raise your hands. Anyone that hasn't, you've probably been living in the rock for the last 9 months. I've been on way too many Zoom meetings. But what it goes to show is these tech giants, they want to become the go-to video platform. They want to make sure that all of the people out there that are consuming content on their channel, so they can then turn around and sell that for ad space. This one is a big number. 8 billion video views on average per day. 8 billion. That's crazy to me. Paid ads and why videos make your paid ads better. So for anyone out there doing Google ads, Facebook ads, start putting video on your landing pages. You know, best practices, you typically create custom landing pages when you're running different campaigns. So if we're doing a campaign on, Botox, we're gonna wanna have a video talking about Botox and why a patient might need Botox. Having that video on there is gonna make it much more engaging. And again, you wanna have call to actions littered all throughout that web page. And nowadays you can put call to actions in the video. So as they're watching a video at the end, it can be like, click here to learn more, click here to request an appointment, whatever you wanna do. Am I running on time? Okay. And I wanted to give you guys all a way to start creating video content on your own. It's really easy to do. And in fact, during COVID, the whole less is more type video has become very fashionable. Everyone understands the times that we're living in and how difficult it is to get a professional production crew out to your practice, just given all the different guidelines and the constantly changing rules. Again, almost everyone here has a very nice camera on their phone. You might have an iPad, your computer has a webcam. You can buy a webcam for $100 that shoots in 4K. Set it up, set up some lighting. You can get a ring light that displays even lighting across your face, and just start creating video content. It's gonna be awkward at first. You're not gonna like it. It's gonna look funny. You're gonna hate it. Most people do. But the fact is the video is not for you. You're gonna be your own most harshest critic always. The video is for your patients, and they don't know anything about what you're talking about. They have no idea. So while it may sound stupid or weird to you when it comes out, to them, it's probably the first time they're hearing something like that. This is also what we are auctioning off for the silent auction. So you'll actually get set up with a webcam, mic, and ring light, and a 1-hour consultation with our video director on how to set up your in-office video. And since I am running on time, I'll just do this one really quick. Software is extremely important when marketing your practice and judging the success of your practice. In the past, it's been very hard for us marketing companies to actually attribute our work to your bottom line. A software that we've created is called Patient Loop, and it actually integrates with your practice management software to pull back the most important data. So number of leads, number of patients appointed, number of appointments completed, and the overall production from those new patients. So instead of you having to take our word for it, you can see that we're actually giving you a return on your investment. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you around.